Percy?
Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Spoiler alert.
Your dad's calling.
Though its premiere enhances a problematic plot, Percy Jackson and the Olympians is a fairly faithful adaptation of Rick Riordan's books. After 2 episodes, Percy Jackson and the Olympians shows itself to be a faithful adaptation of Rick Riordan's books. Yet, after 18 years, a premiere alteration resolves the most troublesome plot point from the original work. Percy Jackson's first 2 installments follow the plot as it should, for the most part, then begin with Percy going through strange experiences at his typical boarding school, and then go on to explain that this is because he is a demigod, the son of a Greek god and a human, and that's why these things occur. He is then carried off to Camp Half-Blood, where Poseidon subsequently claims him. After Percy gets dismissed from school, viewers only get a peek at his home life due to the action-packed first 2 episodes of Percy Jackson. The depiction of Percy's living circumstances presents his mother in a favorable light. Sally Jackson's portrayal on the show is enhanced, and it also elevates another character marginally over his novel version. It resolves the most problematic plot point in the Percy Jackson books in the process. The Percy Jackson program reduces Gabe's adverse conduct Tim Sharp in Percy Jackson and the Olympians as Gabe Ugliano, seated in a chair. The plot of the Percy Jackson books between Percy's mother and her boyfriend, Gabe Ugliano, is among the least satisfactory. Gabe is presented in the original text as a vagrant who resides with Sally and Percy, but his on-page actions verge on abusive, and Percy eventually understands that Sally fears him and that he has probably physically harmed his mother in the past. The eventual revelation that Sally stayed with Gabe to protect Percy puts an unpleasant perspective on her sacrifice, nearly framing it as honorable. This is never explored in enough detail. Examining the very real subject of spousal abuse is fine, but the Percy Jackson novels don't give this subplot the attention it deserves. The majority of Sally and Gabe's relationship is left out of the novels, which makes their chemistry an unsettling and concerning element. Thankfully, the Percy Jackson television series handles this aspect of the books better, improving the relationship between Gabe and Sally. Percy Jackson's most difficult storyline is fixed in book change Virginia Percy Jackson and the Olympians as Sally Jackson in Disney's Percy Jackson series. Gabe is still presented as a jerk and a freeloader, but he's not nearly as awful as his counterpart in the novel. Instead of making Gabe truly terrifying or overtly abusive, the program chooses to make him seem like a lazy, annoying, and unlikable figure. While none of these are praiseworthy traits, he seems to be more of a nuisance to Sally and Percy than a real threat. Sally shows that she is not afraid of Gabe by not consulting him before acting and by being ready to scream back at him. Additionally, unlike in the books, Percy does not have any unanswered questions regarding his mother's and Gabe's relationship. It's better that the Disney Plus series alters this aspect of the original work, as Percy Jackson probably wouldn't have time to go into detail on Percy's family life. Percy Jackson and the Olympians doesn't have to worry about giving an abuse subplot the length and depth it surely needs if things continue this way beyond the premiere. Furthermore, it can explain Percy's survival in the years prior to Camp Half-Blood by keeping Sally's motives for remaining with him intact, even if their relationship is still toxic. Thanks for watching.
Sally Jackson is alive.